Hello, Bear Nation. This is the Bear With Me podcast, and as always, go Bears! We have two special guests. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
Absolutely. Ladies first.
All right. Mandy, assistant principal here at Monroe Central Elementary.
Yeah, and I am Ross Braun, the principal at Monroe Central Elementary.
We got him.
We are
here. Superintendent, then principal, assistant principal. We're doing pretty good.
I tell you, we said last week we made it. I think we're starting to make it even more.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Yes, thanks for coming in a little early, and we probably should ask, when do you guys need to leave?
When do you guys need to leave?
This is our first time constraint.
And it's early.
Yeah.
6:45. We've got some duties in the morning, so as long as we're out there by 7:15, 7:20.
We can make that happen.
Oh, yeah. We can bust through.
Yeah, we can get this.
Gives us some extra time.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Adam will have some extra time.
I don't know what to do.
Adam, get on time.
I usually have to bust home to get there by 8 to get to work. But
All right, guys, thanks for being on here, like you said. So I guess just tell us a little about each of you guys. Mandy, if you want to go first, ladies. Just kind of tell us about you. Tell us about what all you've done here and everything.
Well, I'm coming up on my 20th year here at Monroe Central Elementary. Yeah, my whole career has been here. Started out as the music teacher and then kind of was a little jack of all trades. So then moved to 6th grade and then 4th grade, back to music, and then 3rd grade, and then landed here in this position. So it's been an exciting ride.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm an MC guy myself. Graduated in 2008 from Monroe Central High School, so kind of like her, it's just good to be in this community and be giving back to this community. I started teaching at Selma Elementary for a year, and then the opportunity came back to come home and definitely jumped all over it. So this is my 10th year at Monroe Central. Started out teaching 5th and 6th grade social studies, and then was AP for a couple of years, and now in this position, and just love it. Love this community. Love what I do, and the opportunity to, like I said, just give back. You know, it's a job, but at the same time, it's not a job. This is what we do every day. So at the elementary, things are good. You know, and I'm excited that you guys ask us on this podcast today, because it's easy to see the newspaper articles, you know, especially, high school athletics get a lot of attention and that type of thing. And nothing against that. Nothing against high school athletics, that's for sure.
It's a whole career.
But I think it's just easy for the elementary just to not get the recognition that it deserves, because there are a lot of amazing things that are happening in our building every day. And there are a lot of amazing people. And there are a lot of amazing kids that are doing just incredible things every day. I'm amazed by what kids can do when you give them the opportunity. They will overachieve every time, and it's cool to see. So, that's me. I guess that's a little bit about the elementary. Right now, we are just shy of 600 strong. We started the year,
wow, my goodness,
like 602, I think it was. And we dropped just a little bit, and you have that every year. Kids come and go.
That's crazy.
Right now, I think we're 598. So just a couple shy of 600. That enrollment number is the highest it's been since 1980. Since that building was first built. So
that's crazy.
It's been a goal of mine. To get to that 600 mark, and I feel like if enrollment numbers are high, that means you're doing good things. People want to be there. And in today's world, in Indiana, parents have the choice. They can send their kid to any school that they want to.
Right.
And we have folks that drive from down around Blue River Valley. We've got folks that drive from Dunkirk area. A lot of people drive from Muncie, Winchester. And so they're coming from all over. In fact, our enrollment's about 33% out of district right now.
Okay.
Wow. To come to Monroe Central. So that makes you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I tell our teachers and staff all the time that people would not do that if what we were doing was a quality product. And that's what it is. We got a quality product that we're doing. We're making a difference in the kids' lives every single day. And so it feels good. It feels good to be at Monroe Central, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Like what we talked about with Adrian last week, coming home and just great place to be.
Yep.
I know you guys have used, and I think when you quoted this, the tweet we put out, you guys always put chasing greatness. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we got our bracelets on today.
Oh, that's cool.
Every student, every staff member at the elementary has these.
I have one of those at home.
That's awesome.
There you go.
Yep. And so it's a mantra, it's a way of life. It's a way that we do things every day.
Cool.
We step into that building, and we're going to give it our all. and we talk about it every single day to our kids. What chasing greatness means to them, it's striving to be their best every single day. For every kid, their chasing greatness looks different. It may be I'm going for, to get that C that I've been working for every single. And for the next kid, it may be I'm trying to get my 100th% on VMI this week, like I have every single day or every single week of the school year, and that's okay. Both of those kids are chasing their personal greatness, and so I'm a firm believer that if everybody's doing their part and everybody's chasing their greatness, then as a school that's 600 students strong, 80 staff members, we're going to do great things as a school, and so that's where it started, and it just continues to grow, and I preach it, and I am a believer too. If you say it over and over enough, then
it'll happen.
Eventually it'll happen. And so we're in 3 years into this now, and there are just great things happening every day, and so it looks different, and we've seen it too, like carry on to our sports teams. We've got 3 students that are going to the state science fair this weekend. Last weekend we had 4 students that went to the state archery meet.
I saw that.
And too. So it carries on into their lives. And for us too, it doesn't just stop at the elementary. It carries with them on us to go to the high school. Then ultimately we want to create and help students become great citizens and to go out and do great things as they become adults, whether that's here in Randolph County or whether it's in New York City or LA, wherever they want to land. We want them representing Monroe Central, going out and doing great things.
Where
in
it
their
all
life.
started.
Represent.
Goal. That's right.
You guys both went K through 12 here, correct?
Yep.
This is a little bit different, but tell us favorite teacher at the elementary when you guys were going through.
I have a lot.
That's okay.
That's all right. You can name them all.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
1, 2, and 3, and 4.
There was Mrs. Rubel in 3rd grade. She was a great one. She could handle a classroom without raising her voice. She was a good one. Then there's the classic Mr. Mitchell, 4th grade. And those were at the old elementary school. So Farmland, sorry for the Parker people.
Okay.
Sorry for the Parker people. I was K through 5 at Farmland, and then I was the first graduating class from 6th grade from Monroe Central Elementary. So pat on the back.
Look at
on
you.
that one.
Brush the shoulders.
Yeah, that's right. Sharon Henderson was my 6th grade reading teacher. She was a great one. So elementary school wise, those were my favorites.
Big 3.
Yeah.
Ross.
Wow. Okay, those are tough ones to fill. Hands down, my favorite all-time teacher, Mrs. Arthur, Barb Arthur. Shout out to Mrs. Arthur. Gosh, she was my 2nd grade teacher, and I still remember that classroom to this day.
Oh yeah.
And it's crazy. My daughter, who's in the room with us today, she's in that classroom, and I tell her all the time, okay, like Mrs. Arthur had fish on that wall. There was a net hanging from the ceiling, and I can still I can just feel that classroom all these years later.
I was a sub in that class.
And
Even better.
But we are huge on relationships at the elementary.
Oh, yeah.
Relationships first. And Mrs. Arthur was doing that before it was even a thing. And just the way that she made you feel was something that you'll never forget.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody felt like somebody.
Yep.
And so I've got a plaque in my office that says that, and that's my goal every single day. Is got 600 kids, and so try to make every single one of them feel like somebody. Whether that's a 2-second interaction in the hallway, or it's they're in my office for a Bear Positive or something like that. I want to make sure that they feel like they are a somebody for that time.
Yeah, absolutely. What about you for the elementary?
Barb for sure. Ed Ziegler. I loved having him. Yeah, probably them two.
Gotta go all time, just like you said.
Mr.
Mitchell, he's my guy. He always has been.
Corey Hensley was really good too.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot.
But our elementary's always been solid, I think.
Oh yeah.
Now you guys said 600 kids or so. So how many? What's your guys' biggest class down there?
Ooh, our kindergartners are strong.
Huge.
Last year in August.
And we have 4 sections, right?
We have 4 sections.
That's crazy in itself, having 4.
Yeah.
Because it was 2 for the longest
and then
time.
They went 3, and then
Yeah.
We really could have had 5 sections in August, but we didn't have any classrooms.
Yeah.
Our building
is
maxed. I mean, we have closets that are turned into office spaces and office spaces that are turned into classrooms now.
Yeah.
And so we just did not have an open classroom. So our kindergarten class started out over 100. Right now they're right at 100. So it's 25 kindergartners and that's like having 50 fifth graders in a class. And so we've got a lot of support.
That's
a lot of paraprofessionals, one in each classroom with teachers, and actually a couple have 2. And so we got a lot of support, and that helps. But yeah,
that's a lot.
That is our biggest class right now.
That's a lot of
is
kids.
Kindergarten. It was kind of a joke back in August when enrollment time. It was like, here's another kindergartner. And so again, though, good numbers. Numbers mean good things, and so we're happy to see that. And again, a lot of our kindergartners are not Parker farmland kids.
Yeah.
They're coming in
from 33%
everywhere.
That's
1/3.
That is so high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's good, though.
It's good. It also creates a little bit of a challenge, too. And I think this is good to talk about at this table is we have a strong community. A Monroe Central community is very strong. But when you got 1/3 of your district that do not live in this community, it creates a challenge for us is how do you continue to create the Monroe Central community when they don't live 2-3 miles down the road. They're driving 25-30 minutes. So we've had to get creative,
So you know what we need to talk about. What's coming up in April?
In April.
Tell us about what's coming up in April. I think I've seen the emails.
I haven't.
Yeah. Haven't?
We're excited.
Hang on to your seat. So we are definitely, MC people. We are value old traditions, and so one of the things that we are bringing back, we have brought back quite a bit in the last 3 years, but one of the things that we're bringing back in April 29th at 4 o'clock to be exact,
yes, that's right.
is the Monroe Central Elementary Spring Carnival.
Ooh, the Spring Carnival's coming. Wait.
There you go.
I'm going to take off work to come.
Saturday afternoon.
Oh, even better.
I think everybody should be available for this.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Mark your calendars now. So
that's right.
There's a lot of nostalgia there.
For sure.
We want to bring
when
that back.
When was the last one?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Probably 10, 15 years.
That's crazy.
I can't remember.
So, it's been a long time.
And I'm happy to announce that there will be goldfish.
Yes, there will be
one that night. When we started this, I was like, I don't care what we do, but there's got to be
goldfish.
goldfish. And so,
and a bunch of ping pong balls. Little glasses.
But I'm excited. We used to do the community days in August, and it was a great opportunity for different clubs and sports and groups to raise money as well. And so that's what we're envisioning. Spring Carnival, so it's coming back. It's got a little bit different look. We've got different groups from the high school and the elementary that are going to have a game or a food and that they're going to offer. And it's going to be a great little fundraiser for them, raise some money for their club or their sport, and then just to get as many people in our building and have that family time.
Yeah.
Sounds like an opportunity for 2 groups. Bear With Me podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And MC Athletic Training. Fundraisers, baby.
Yeah, hold on me. Yep.
You guys could be recording some live.
We could.
We could
get live action.
This is
people
mobile.
coming in. Yeah.
This is mobile.
It is true.
I tell you what, we're doing it. What's the date?
So April 29th, Saturday afternoon.
Put it in the calendar.
Put it on the calendar now.
Put it in there now.
Yep.
But yeah, we've got a good committee at the elementary that's working hard to put this all together. And then there's a lot of people from our corporation.
Got a wedding that day.
Dang it.
I'm not going to put it on mine then. I can't do it by myself.
You can still come though.
I might still come for sure.
Food and games, and so. But it'll be a good afternoon, and just to get our families in there and have some fun for a few hours.
Right.
Yeah,
it'd be great for the kiddos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We asked Adrian last week as well, but get us a little bit of an update on the preschool. We know everybody's very excited. The Cub Academy, which I think
that's a great name.
Great name.
Great name.
Kenzie showed me that, and I was like, "That's awesome."
Yeah, great name.
Has a logo now.
It does have an official logo that again our people have come up with, and so that's been really cool. So this preschool idea was started years ago. And that we need to start getting our kids in earlier and teaching them the Bear way.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, it is a way, and get them in our building and get them acclimated and get them started in their educational journey earlier. And we've got some really good preschools in our area, but it wasn't at Monroe Central.
Right, I was just saying that at Monroe Central.
You know, and we want to control that narrative too, and get them in and get them started, and little things down from hallway procedures to our monthly fire drill. Like get them started,
Get them ready. Yeah.
in that. And so it started as a dream, and then our board really jumped on it and hired an architect, and here we go. This is going, and this is really happening. And so we broke ground, and I mean, it seems like at least once a month, I'm like, okay, this is really happening.
It's actually going.
There's brick going up. This is a building.
Yeah, that brick looks
I saw the
good.
bricks going.
Yep.
Yeah. So on the back end of it, we're rolling. We've sent out an interest survey. Great numbers coming back from that interest survey. Right now, we're only going to have 24 spots for that first year in our 4-year-old classroom. And our interest survey almost has double that. So
I was going to say that's going to be harder to get in, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. Again,
it's not a bad
that's
problem to have.
A good problem to have.
Yeah.
So, 1st of April here in just a couple weeks, we're going to launch registration, and that's
Nice.
going to be a super exciting time. And I wish we had a building that they could come in and tour. And
To-
the building's
yeah.
not going to be done.
Right.
It's going to be a fourth quarter, maybe even an overtime situation for our building,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of working parts going
Right.
into a project this big. But August, it will be ready. We're going to open up doors to the Cub Academy for the first time, and we're excited to get that started. So I'm not going to lie, it has been a stressor, that's for sure. I'm the elementary principal, not a preschool director, but I can add that to my title.
There you go.
Now.
Yeah, might as
Stick
well.
it on a resume, but I'm learning as I go, for sure, of all of the different working parts of a preschool.
Yeah.
So it's a new journey, but it's going to be a good journey for Monroe Central, and I think we're going to see the impact.
Oh, for sure,
And
yeah.
so not just in kindergarten and first grade, but I think we're 10, 15, 20 years down the road, we're going to look and say, that kid was a Cub Academy kid.
Right.
Remember, he came here.
And you'll have the ones, hey, I'm the
And
first class.
Yep.
You
just
know.
like Miss Bly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Ooh.
Put a sticker
Put
on
a
it.
sticker on it.
Both you guys have been both teachers, of course, and then transitioned to admin. Was that kind of the plan for both of you guys, or?
Not at all.
Okay.
That's what Adrian said the exact same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So how'd that journey go? I guess became available.
Me, I said, you're coming in here.
Yeah.
No, for me, honestly,
Ross,
I wanted
the
to
reason.
teach and coach. From my high school days, when I decided that was going to be my life, that was what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I started out teaching and coaching, and I was a yes guy. I was coaching everything.
Yep.
If I didn't know it, I was going to learn it, and I was doing student council and the athletic director position at the elementary, and so naturally I just found myself in leadership positions. I think, and people noticed it and said, "Hey, you're pretty good at this.
Yeah.
You should try administration." And I was like,
No.
you're crazy." Absolutely not.
Yeah, right.
And then more and more people started saying that, and I said, you know what, maybe this is something I should
Give
try.
it a
And
shot,
so, Reese Mann, great man. I loved Reese. I'll never forget. He said, "You will be an elementary principal one day." And I'll never forget the conversation happened on Bear Lane at a cross country meet, and that will stick with me for the rest of my life. And so, I think it took him saying that to me to say, okay, this guy's saying it.
Kinda lit a fire.
Just to kinda see
he
it,
said,
yeah.
I don't know where it'll be. Maybe here, maybe not, but
Yeah.
you will be an elementary principal one day. And so that lit a fire in me, and just him believing me like that. And so then I started that journey, and then doors opened up quickly, a lot quicker than I thought they would. And when Mrs. Northcutt left, an opportunity came, and I was like, I'm not ready for this whatsoever. And then a lot of prayer and a lot of conversations happened, and I said, you know what, I will throw my name in the hat and go for this. And so I'm very thankful that I did. And when I got that elementary principal position, and Mandy said, hey, I'm interested.
Yeah.
I think this could be it. And so the rest is history, I guess.
Yeah.
What made you want to do it, Mandy?
Ross.
Ross. Yeah,
and she reminds me of that. If you ever leave, I'm going with you.
Yeah, I'm gone. Yeah,
I'm gone.
Yep.
Yeah, those that know me know when I never ever. People would say, "What about admin?" No,
Yeah.
no.
Teaching, teaching is fine.
No.
Yeah.
And when Mrs. Northcutt left, I was a little bit freaked out because of what we could have had, where we had been and where we had come from. And I was racking my brain. I'd actually called some people saying, "Hey, would you apply?" And they, no. And then there was, talk about Ross being principal, and this idea just, thought came into my brain coming home from Winchester. I can tell you the exact spot. What about you? And I was like, wow, what about me?
Yeah,
and like
right.
you said, this fire kind of came in, and I called Ross and called Ball State.
Yeah.
Got in on my classes. I think I took 4 classes that summer, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
So.
And
Yes, but the people around. Sorry to interrupt you, Ross.
No,
but,
go ahead.
For me, I don't think I could do this job, and I've said that a million times, unless I had the support of like Ross.
Yeah.
And we call it our student focus team. It's Caleb Antrim, Lauren Hunter, our school counselor, and even our office staff ladies, Brittany McDaniel now, because she got married. I said the right name, Brittany, if you're watching. And Melissa Miller. We're just such a good fit, and even like Jill Thomas and Ashley Dance.
Don't give Jill the credit.
we just all work together well,
Absolutely, yeah.
And that makes a huge difference.
Yes, that's how it is up here with the office staff too. We'll get wrapped up here, but if I would like to invite you guys for a part 2.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe not next week, depending on what works for your schedule. But
not next week. It's spring break.
It is spring break.
We are not getting
we're not doing that.
No,
we're not doing
next
that.
week we're not doing anything.
Okay, we're doing it 6:30. Okay, that's
Hey, we're gonna be off next week.
Yeah. I will reach out to you guys, but I would like to do a part 2 so we can talk more.
I would
about
like to get in deeper into what some of just the great things that our teachers are doing at the elementary,
absolutely.
and talk more about our elementary staff, because they're just great people. That
Some of the best.
yes, literally, and they don't believe it.
No, they don't, but
I
they
say
are.
that all the time. They're just like, I know,
whatever.
I'm like, no. I've been in other buildings. I've been in other schools. Had some opportunities to work with other leaders around the country, and like, what you guys are doing right here is not normal.
Yeah.
And
Right.
Yeah.
I think we could tell them over and over again. They're not going to believe it.
Yeah,
Maybe
they are.
need to send them on some field trips to other schools or something. But they are doing great things. So I would like to talk more about that.
Yeah, for sure.
We can do that
as we get there, and then to highlight some of our students too.
Yep.
I know you guys have had some students on the the podcast, so I'd like to highlight some of our students that are
for sure
special kids.
Yeah.
Yep. We will definitely do that. We'll figure out time. To wrap this one up, if you guys want to just personally, your personal lives and your families, if you guys want to talk a little bit about them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, well, I have 2 great kids. They're not kids anymore. They're adults, Chase and Allie. Yep.
Yeah.
Both MC grads. So Chase is out doing his PA thing.
Oh, yeah.
Actually working for Quad Med right now for school consortiums. Allie is doing let's see, she told me last night exactly how to word it, and I'm not going to word it right, but it's for a talent agency out of L.A. that works through her social media. Hopefully I got that right, Allie. So she streams and things.
Don't
like
give her a
that,
hard
so.
time, Allie. It's okay.
Yeah. That's awesome.
They're doing great. And then I have my 2 big fur babies, Maisie and Ty. Got to throw them out. too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're great.
Good. Well, my kids are babies still. My wife, Mackenzie, is a kindergarten teacher at Monroe Central. She's one of those
kindergarten.
Yeah, she's one of those amazing teachers, and I tell her all the time, you are amazing. You don't know how great you are. And so, and then she's a great mom, too. And we have 3 little ones. Our oldest, Frances, is in 2nd grade. She's back here. She is the biggest daddy's girl in the world. So she comes to school with me every morning about 6:30, 6:45. She's a champ.
Yeah.
So, but that gives us a good time to connect and make memories.
For sure.
And then our 2nd daughter is Evelyn. She's in kindergarten.
Hey.
Part of that 100 strong. And we just had a son. over a year ago now. So he's about what, year and 4 months.
Come up in that Cup Academy
is his name, Ripton. We call him Rip.
I like that.
So life is crazy.
Yeah.
Life at 3 was a game changer for the end. But we wouldn't have it any other way. We really feel like life is complete now. We are a family, and we love just making memories with our kids and being out and providing experiences for them.
Right.
We love. We go down to Lake Cumberland in the summertime and just love being on the water and raising babies. So family is definitely most important to me, and we preach that in our building too, like to our staff. Your family is number one.
Right.
You got a sick kid at home. Be with them. We'll get you covered for the day, and then that carries over into our building, and I got 600 kids there in our building. That's part of my family too, and 80 staff members, and we're all family. And we talk about it a lot, and so that's my family. That's it.
You guys are doing it well down there.
I appreciate that.
Real quick to end, we'll do shout outs like we always do to end the podcast. If you guys would like to shout out somebody or a group or anything, real fast.
I'm going to shout out our bus drivers, especially on an unexpected slippery morning like this morning.
Yes.
So shout out to them.
Yeah, it's good. I'm going to give a shout out to our paraprofessionals. I say it all the time. They're the glue of our building.
Yes, absolutely.
If we didn't have paras, we wouldn't be able to do the things that we do. So amazing teachers, no doubt about that. But if we didn't have the paras in our building, our teachers wouldn't be able to do as much as they do. So that support, you can't put a value on that. It's just invaluable. So shout out to them.
My shout out Kinsey, Reese, and Star, as always. And then also my shout out the spring sports athletes and coaches. About to come up on that, so it's going to be a good season.
I'm going to shout out my wife, obviously, my dogs. I'll just stick with Lissa.
All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
We always end.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yes. We always end with a Go Bears after 3. So I will count, and then we'll look in the camera and do a Go Bears. You guys ready?
We're ready.
All right.
We're thumbs up, people. Down
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Bears!